Hey everybody, how ya doing out there? It is me, Timothy. Woo woo! And it's time for week 5 of the NFL picking predictions. How did you all do last week? Let me know in that comment box below. How did you do in your picks? I did fairly good. I went 8-8. Not too bad. And not too shabby. But hopefully I will improve this week. Coming up in week 5. But to kick off week 5, here we got the Seahawks. They will be home hosting the Los Angeles Rams. The Seahawks are coming off of a 28-21 win over the San Francisco. While the Rams, they got beat by Arizona 37-13. I tell you, Arizona's for real. Now this one was a hard one to pick. A very hard one to pick. But I gotta go with Matthew Stafford and the Rams to get a win over Russell Wilson and the Seahawks. Next up, we got an early game Sunday morning, 9:30 on the East Coast, 6:30 on the West Coast, wherever you're located at. But we got the 1-3 Atlanta Falcons. Well, they're coming off of a loss to Washington. And they will be hosting, well, the New York Jets, who got their first win over Tennessee in overtime. Didn't see that happening, but it did. Now, this game's in London, so that's why it's an early game. And if you have the NFL Network, well, it will be on there. But in this matchup, I got to go with Matt Ryan and the Falcons to get a victory in London and defeat the New York Jets. Now, here's the 1 o'clock games. Oh, we got the Cincinnati Bengals, who are coming off of a close win over the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will be hosting the Green Bay Packers. Now, Green Bay, they got by Pittsburgh 27-17. Oh, God, this ain't going to be an easy task for Cincy. So in this matchup, I got to go with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers to defeat the Bengals. Next up, we got the Minnesota Vikings. They will be home hosting the winless Detroit Lions. Minnesota's coming off of a loss to Cleveland, 14-7. And Detroit's coming off of a loss to Chicago, 24-14. Now, one problem with my Detroit Lions is they don't play consistently football. That means you can't wait till the third or fourth quarter to start playing good football. You got to do it throughout the game. And that's the problem with the Lions. They can't do it. But someday, some way, they're going to have to. That's not a way to win football games. You just got to do it the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. You can't just wait till the third or fourth quarters. You got to play consistently, and that's been the problem. But in this one, I got to go with the Vikings to win at home and to defeat the Detroit Lions. I just don't have any faith in them. You know, if I had any faith, I'd pick them, but no, I just don't. Next up, we got the Steelers. They will be home hosting the Denver Broncos. Again, the Steelers are coming off of a loss to Green Bay, 27-17. And Denver's coming off of a 33-7 loss to Baltimore. This was a hard one to pick. A very hard one to pick. But I got to go with Big Ben and the Steelers to win at home and to defeat the Denver Broncos. Next up, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who is coming off of a 19-17 win over New England. They will be home hosting the Miami Dolphins, who lost to Indianapolis 27-17. This ain't going to be an easy one for the Dolphins whatsoever. But in this matchup, I'm going with Tampa Bay to win at home and to defeat the Miami Dolphins. Next up, we got the Washington sports team, whatever you call them now. I don't know what you call them. And they will be hosting the New Orleans Saints. Washington's coming off of a win over Atlanta, 34-30, while the Saints are coming off of a loss to the Giants in overtime, 27-21. This is going to be a good game here. Very good one at its best. I know both teams are just not that good, but I got to go with the Saints to get on the winning track and to defeat the Washington sports team. Next up, we got the Carolina Panthers, who lost to the Dallas Cowboys. They will be hosting the Eagles, who's coming off of a loss to Kansas City, 42-20. Oh, God, this ain't going to be an easy one for the Eagles. Not at all. So I got to go with the Panthers to win at home and defeat the Eagles. Next up, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. They will be home hosting the Tennessee Titans. Jacksonville's still looking for their first win of the season. And Tennessee, now they're coming off of a heartbreaking loss in overtime to the Jets, Hey, couldn't believe it. Jets upset Tennessee. And Jacksonville, now they almost beat Cincy. But they lost to Cincy 24-21. But they gave Cincinnati some fits. They're going to be doing that to Tennessee, so Tennessee better watch it. But in this matchup, I got to go with the Titans to win on the road and defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Next up, we got the Houston Texans. They will be home hosting the New England Patriots. Houston's coming off of a shutout to Buffalo, 40-0. While New England got beat by Tampa Bay, 19-17. This just ain't gonna be an easy one for Houston whatsoever. I mean, oh boy, I pity Houston. So in this matchup, I gotta go with New England to win on the road and defeat the Texans. Next up, we got the Las Vegas Raiders, who lost to the Chargers last night, 28-14. And they will be hosting the Chicago Bears, who beat my Lions, 24-14. This is going to be a good game. But I got to go with the Raiders to win at home and defeat the Bears. Next up, we got the Chargers. They will be hosting the Cleveland Browns. Again, the Chargers are coming off of a win over the Raiders, while the Browns are coming off of a close win over the Vikings. Ugh. This is going to be a hard one. But in my pick here, I got to go with the Chargers to win at home and defeat the Browns. Next up, we got the Dallas Cowboys. They'll be home hosting the New York Giants, who got their first win in overtime over New Orleans, and they won over Carolina. This ain't going to be an easy one for the Giants whatsoever. So in this matchup, I got to go with Dallas to win at home and defeat the Giants. Next up, we got the Arizona Cardinals. They'll be home hosting the San Francisco 49ers. Arizona, they got by the Rams 37-13. And the 49ers, they lost to Seattle 28-21. This is going to be a good game. Now, I know San Francisco's main quarterback, he got hurt in the game and he was taken out and never came back. But in this matchup, I got to go with the Cardinals to win at home and defeat the 49ers. Then next up, we got a good Sunday night game. We got the Kansas City Chiefs, who are coming off of a win over Philadelphia, 42-20. And Buffalo's coming off of a shutout to Houston, 40-0. This is going to be a good Sunday night game. Oh my God, is it going to be a good Sunday night game. But in this one, I got to go with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs to win at home and defeat the Buffalo Bills. Next up, we got the Baltimore Ravens 3-1, and they'll be hosting the Indianapolis Colts 1-3. Baltimore's coming off of a win over Denver, while Indianapolis got a win over Miami. This ain't going to be an easy one for Indianapolis. But in this matchup, I got to go with the Ravens to win at home and defeat the Indianapolis Colts. Now, let me know who are your picks for this week in week 5. And let me know your record, what your record was. But until next time, I am Timothy, and this week 5 picks and prediction is over. Have a good one and enjoy the games, people.